because when you look at the series, any of the stories, you see yourself in it. You see where you were and how God raised you up, and now you're able to move to a whole nother level. And others too, I think, are privileged to receive the same transformational opportunities.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, and
Praise
Dr.
God.
Rucker, I think what also is exciting about that is that here we have people whose lives were in a negative column.
Amen.
And I think most of us can identify with that, even those who have become Christian. We had a period in our life where it wasn't too bright and it wasn't too positive. And I think that season may represent a lot of people who are in that place now.
That darkness.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're in the darkness, and yet they see no hope. They see no way of coming out of it. But to sit there at the web series and watch Night to Dawn and watch the stories of these people, and just like you just said, that's my story. That's me. And you mean you can actually get out of that? You can actually have a better life?
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
I look at my own story. I grew up in abject poverty. I mean, we were so poor people called us poor. Now that's poor. But I began to recognize that living in that season in my life, that was not the end of my life. While I was there, I thought that was it. I could never expect to do any better. I could never expect to have anything, because that was the lemon that I was dealt in life. But yet, here I am today, years later, I mean, living a life that I could have only dreamed of.
Yes.
People flying me around in private corporate jets, giving me thousands of dollars to speak, traveling all over the world. And we talked about our international travels. I mean, you know, you're a nice little Jamaican girl. How you going all over the world, girl? How you do that, man? I mean, and so we look at our lives and say, you know, when we were little kids, we never thought we would be doing all these kind of things. I never even thought I would get on an airplane. I mean, that's how poor we were. That was for the rich people. And that was for people that were doing something with their lives. And yet I look at my life now and I'm thinking, wow. And I trust that stories like mine can say to other people, if this guy can come from there to where he is now,
Exactly.
boy, that means that my life is not over.
Yes.
There is hope for me, and maybe there's a better life out there for me. So that's what I think is exciting about it.
Amen.
Awesome, awesome. Here's my last question. How did all of you come together? I understand that there's staff in Los Angeles, South Carolina, Miami, Detroit, and Cleveland, Ohio. So this production is pretty big, is it not?
Well, I think that's the genius of our CEO, Regina Knox. I think that she recognized that she had a lot of friends across the country who had experiences in these areas and who probably would buy into an idea like this. Like I said earlier, it's something that I don't see anybody else doing. And so people like us here in this part of the country and people on the West Coast and down south, when you've got relationships with people like this who have these kind of experiences, if you can have the wisdom and the favor to draw those people into your circle, into your vision, and they all start seeing and hearing the same thing that you do, I think that's a massive advantage. Because I think that is a problem that a lot of people have even in business nowadays. You just don't have anybody that'll come alongside of you, nobody that'll help you. I've been in some corporate settings where we have millionaire roundtables where millionaires come together and they look for people in business that they can seed money into. And I'm thinking, you know, we don't see a lot of
That's
that
right.
because a lot of people are not trying to help other people. And so I think what happens with Night to Dawn, this corporation and being on the board and all that, it says to us, there are people from around the country and we've all got our different parts that we can bring to the table. But the genius of Regina Knox is she tapped into all of us. And bless God if she didn't get us to volunteer our time to chime into her vision. And we love it. It's almost like it's no longer just hers. We all have our part. And I mean, we will fight for this vision. We believe it's God. We believe it's a good idea. And so I think looking at it like that, to have people that are not only locally that are willing to come together with you, but when you have people from around the country who said, you know what, I like that idea. Let me see if I can help you. I mean, that's the advantage that I see that happens with having people from around the country.
And I agree 100% with you. And I also want to say that I think it's a divine providence. You know, there's such a thing as Kairos time,
Yes.
when God's purpose intersects, you know, the linear time.
Yes.
And I think right now God is introducing this web series because of the purpose that He has for those that are lost, to bring them into the kingdom. So I think not only did we have the genius of Regina Knox, but we had the omniscience
Yes.
of God himself,
Absolutely.
who was able to bring everybody together.
Absolutely.
And he chose the ones that he knew he could trust to handle this web series. And I'm excited to be a part of it, and I just know I'm going to be tuning in.
Yes.
Truly,
Yes.
because what is in store for our viewers, it's just absolutely amazing to see what God is going to do in their lives.
Yes. And I will just add to that, Regina really thinks she's the CEO. This is God's company.
Amen.
He just let us hang out with him.
Amen.
And I am grateful for it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Tune in. You don't want to miss it.
Amen.
To everyone listening, you heard it here first. You will hear more from the production staff of Nite to Dawn coming soon. Until next time, hold fast to that which is